You fucking sold my car for $300? He's like all his teeth showing, you know. You watched that punch. Now remember, I have a broken face. He says that also.
How often do you watch these movies?
Have you read any book? He tells her, Percy. Have you read any book? And he also Bobbies. The white ones are man and the green ones are Lawson's. You may not smoke green. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's nothing at all like I thought he was going to be when I first met him. I was telling my mom even, I'm living with this Indian guy and he's like in his 30s, mid to upper 30s, and he's divorced and I don't know his name. His name is Tim, which I know can't be his real name, and he doesn't ever get me mail. I don't even know what he drives. I don't know his last name. I don't know any of his friends. I know he works for T-Mobile, that's it. I know he doesn't know how to do the dishes. And she's like, well, are you sure he's safe? And I'm like, well, you know, I hope so. We'll see, I guess.
People here are independent. A person like me has never ironed in life. When I'm in America, I have to iron my clothes. I have to do my laundry. Never done that.
Tim is quiet and shy at first.
No problem.
I just think that he's awestruck by the American society and the culture and the hot blondes and the idea and the concepts of Hollywood.
American women.
He's just looking for friends, you know? He's looking for companionship in a woman. He's looking for people he can hang out with and he can socialize with, even if it's just at home, so that he's not constantly going to work and coming home and going to bed and getting up and doing the same thing.
It would be an honor, to be honest. It would be an honor, like if an American woman came and introduced herself that, hey, you seem like an interesting person. It would be shocking for me. When I look left, there's a blonde. When I look right in the mall, there's a blonde. When I look there, there's a blonde. When I look behind, there's a blonde. I love blondes. Period.
And he wants to be that, and he wants to live that, and live through characters in movies, especially John Travolta characters, because he can relate to John Travolta ever since Face Off. And when he was going through his divorce and everything, I think he kind of took to John almost like an out, like a fantasy kind of to escape from his reality and his depression.
When I was with my ex-wife, I used to think I had a great life, you know? I was doing everything. Weekends off, weekdays working. It was a great life for me. There was a great woman with me. I was enjoying my life. Vice versa. Things have changed now. I got cheated. I'm living a life. I didn't work for 2 years. Now it's different. I'm working full time. I'm into bad habits, I know that. But I would not give in now.
He works 7 days a week, works really hard, trying to make sure that he runs the business in the mall for his brother.
I had a pretty good day today. I had like 5 lines and I sold 2 phones outright. It was a very good day.
He comes home and eats the same food and drinks his rum and Coke and goes to bed and listens to his Celine Dion remix or his Backstreet Boys or his like now 1 CD every night, loud. And then occasionally, depending on what mood he's in, we'll have some Indian music to reminisce. 'Cause sometimes he gets extra depressed about his ex-wife, I think.
I was like, what the hell is happening? And then I just looked back. I saw a laundry bag. I saw a laundry bag of that hotel which she worked in. I told her to do a job. If you have to pass your time, you know, you can go ahead and work. So I saw that laundry bag, and when I looked inside the laundry bag, she had like some clothes which I don't want to describe what they are. I knew. She went outside, she cried. I opened the cupboards and all. I found a license of that guy. I found telephone bills worth $300-400. They used to talk to each other while I used to work for America Online at nights, behind my back. I gave her a chance. I met that guy, I met his family, I met his wife. He said, I cannot leave my husband because I have 2 kids. She was from a poor family. I said, but why didn't you tell me before? You could have prevented it. That's what I told my ex-wife, that why did you have to do it? She said, if you want, you can also go ahead and do it. I don't care. I said, it's not possible. I have my values, I have my background. I cannot do it, you know. When we went for that walk, she told me, I told her everything is fine. Now you understand what life is. Now you know what loyalty is, what faithfulness. She told, do you enjoy my company in all the senses? She said, well, I don't know. Then she said, no. I said, then what the fuck are you doing with me? Please go away. My people put that blame on me that I spoiled my ex-wife. I over-pampered her. I over-loved her. But if a husband loves his wife, it's not over-love. It's a normal love. You know, it's normal. You really want to write a movie on a writer? You really want to write a movie on a writer?
Yeah.
I could help you. I'm a writer.
When I first moved in, I was telling my friends, you've got to meet my new roommate. He's an interesting character.
I wrote a screenplay. I have this different feeling, you know, about this culture. There is something, I don't know, maybe in my past I was an American. 140 pages, MS Word, magical fantasy. 6 months to write. Don't know how many years I'll take to edit.
Anytime you say John Travolta in a conversation, you could be talking about something completely random, and if you throw John Travolta's name in there, it's like his eyes light up and he immediately starts listening 100% to what you're saying.
I would tell him to come and sit. I've written a screenplay for you. And that movie would be made. I am confident about that. I just want John to be here with me, sit with me, right here on this hot seat. Sit here, John. I would convince him to make that movie. I would convince him.
He just does the most random things, like, and it's always movie quotes. Like, he's obsessed. It's not normal. He would just be standing in the kitchen and I would walk in and he would just go, you see anything you like?
See anything you like? Oh, that was good. That was
a good one.
I had this idea where I had John Travolta as my main character and how he sees movies, you know, like how he sees life, you know, as Constantine. Dreams. It was especially about dreams. I had this idea, but I gave it up.
Why?
So much stuff to do in life, you know. Just that idea came in and it just went away.
It's so innocent and naive that it's almost refreshing, because you can't help but laugh and have hope for him, because here he is and he thinks that it's reachable, and so often we take for granted the opportunities that we have. But over here, he's actually learning for the first time how to do stuff for himself. And I guess, you know, as a college student, we take for granted that that's, in a weird way, a privilege.
And I know my work is quality, but how do I promote it? You know, you're here, you have to be there. There's a middle path you have to follow.
It's really been an eye-opener to try to understand him and get to know him better. It was very presumptuous. Like, I assumed that he was a certain way when he wasn't.
Blondes don't look at me.
What?
Just kidding. Ask your question again. I'm getting a little tipsy.
Hopefully, Tim will be a writer, a husband, and a father within the next 10 years.